everyone to David's Go Morning podcast, where you can see the snippets of David's guests in today's episode. Go dive deeper into the amazing and nakakagulat scenario of his favorite film, The Thriller. But before we get into these shorts, I want to tell you guys know our sponsor for today's video. Minute Burger. Get your ultimate pleasure and experience delight with an ultimate bacon cheeseburger double bacon. Dito sa Minute Burger, sulit sarap kasama. Back to the shorts. We will find out during this short episode na it's gonna be a 2.5-minute discussion with my favorite film of all time. If there's anything that you want me to discuss in future episodes, please let me know on my Twitter at softboydk. This horror film is one of the most favorite films that I've ever watched since its very first film back in 2004, and that the new sequel came out last year, 2020. The Grudge is one of the most psychological horror mysteries that entails thrill throughout my bones when I was watching it. In the story kasi, an investigator follows the trail of a grisly case back to the cursed house harboring a tangled gruesome story history, an ugly, boundless rage. From the producers of Don't Breathe and Evil Dead, producers Sam Raimi bring us the twisted new take of a horror classic. Directed by Nicholas Peace, The Grudge is based on the film Ju-On The Grudge, a Japanese film written and directed by Takashi Shimizu. The most interesting part is that Muldoon is the police investigator in the film of the 2020 The Grudge, is a single mother that investigates a murder case in suburban neighborhood. Soon, she realized kasi na there's a house which caused an incident that may be a curse by an evil force, which is the Grudge itself. So, kala ng mga tao kasi doon, merong kababalaghan doon sa house na yun, kaya walang pupunta doon. At pag may mga pumupunta naman doon, meron kasing namamatay. So, yun yung nangyari doon. So, the most interesting part is that, in particular dun sa cinematography kasi, meron dong lighting effect na it gives like a creepy atmosphere because of its cold and dark scenes kasi meron naman. So, if you don't know the film itself, you can watch it on Netflix, guys, so you can watch the whole entire movie. Then again, the warm and cold atmosphere gives the energy of apocalyptic and demonious strange happening within the film. So, yun na nga. Overall kasi, ganun lang naman yung nangyari. It's a Japanese film talaga in originally, and ginawan siya ng American twist in this year, 2020, last year. So, yun nga. Nonetheless, overall, this remake film is like making me more like it gives some modern type of feeling in a horror sense. So, meaning to say kasi meron tayong mga horrors ngayon na napapansin natin sobrang intense talaga. Like, sobrang packed na mga nakakagulat na experience when watching the film. So, dito kasi medyo, sabihin na natin, they make the formula itself dun sa original film, which they make a twist to make it more like a modern type. So, sabihin na natin yung mga level intensity ng mga horror, binigyan natin ng mga prosthetics, yung mga, yung mga strange makeup ng mga monsters o ng mga demonic creatures or characters dun sa movie. So, yun nga, I just want to tell you guys na you can like go grab some popcorn while watching this movie kasi it will definitely make your horror experience great even if you're at home in this pandemic times. So for the meantime, you can watch this film on Netflix. It's been there since January 2020. You can go there if you want to explore this unimaginable thriller that I like the most. Get your subscriptions on Netflix on mobile for only 149 pesos a month. Before we end this short episode, I just want to introduce to you guys my classmates and also a friend of mine na parati kong nakakausap sa internet. Let's welcome my guest, Unleashed. Right after I discussed to my listeners the film that I've watched, which is The Grudge 2020, since it's a classic movie, I guess it's a remake, yeah. Ano kaya sa tingin mo sa movie ang naging favorite mo?
Since si or ay parang sok dun sa first siya ng multo and ito yung anak niya. Ay, pinaka-iingat. Syempre, yun talaga. Ayun, mother and relation talaga.
Aray. Mismo mga season mo dun sa pagkakagawa. Original lang. Pwede mo siya mismo mga season. Ano kaya naging like sa'yo, yung mga nakakatakot. Like, saan ka natakot?
Okay, sa mga ganyang question sa yung iba sa lahat ng sa CR na may kamay sa bathtub, may biglang dudukot, tapos biglang may gugulat. Yung kasi very conjuring. Siyempre alam naman natin kapag film, as to graphics na. So, ayun.
That's a nice answer from the MG. Got it. So, back to the episode second question. Para maano ka naman, like, do you recommend this and also to my listeners? Ano kaya ibibigay mo sa online? You can rate, I guess, yun. Tsaka, ganun yung binigay mo. Rate sa film.
Okay. Kung marirecommend ko ba siya for... Obviously, hindi. Kasi pa rin. Kasi merong mga rated and in mga part. Siyempre mga teenage. Hindi rin lahat. Kasi medyo kailangan talaga para mas maintindihan nyo rin kalabasan. Sa mga... Lalo sa akin na mahilig talaga. Rate ko siya. Highest. 8 lang. Yung mga gulat and yung mga gulat, mga make-ups. Yung mga okay, maganda naman.
Sa tingin mo, give like another na mas, sa tingin mo kayo galito, parang small, like, ano kaya naging versus dun sa mga ibang horror movies na super K talaga sa'yo?
Japanese version ng The Grudge. Talaga yung Japanese version. Mas nakakatakot, mas
Ganda.
Anong part ng The Grudge?
Ay, kung ako tatanong, medyo siya, like, sabihin na lang natin, you know the film itself because so, lang natin i-remake natin yung lang natin, like, kung gaano kaganda. Pero para sa akin, next natin yung technology, yung mga prosthetics, yung mga nagpapakita artists, minimake-upan nilang people dun sa horror film. Like, siguro medyo na parang
at saka ang daming crew, boring talaga.
Medyo boring pero I would recommend itong manood ng mga
sa horror.
Tayo guys out there, so in horror movie itself sa 21 and nandito touch that.
So, for the last questions, any recommendations ba ang gusto mong sabihin sa mga listeners natin ngayon of what movie they should watch next after this film?
Sa kakanood ko ng standard. Medyo tumaas sa mga horror film.
Ano ba ang standard? Ano ba?
Pre, gusto ko yung mas na... yung mga sound effects na... hindi ulit ako. Gusto yung magugulat ako. Talaga yung itsura. Oo. Gusto ko walang yung pambayad ko 100 pesos yon. Kung ikaw favorite ko, siguro... Ano bang favorite ko na horror? Nagtanong. Insidious.
So, guys, to watch another film, you can this film Insidious, but I recommend that. Mga question, sorry.
Before we wrap up this today's shorts, I just want to thank you, my professor in this course, Mr. Helen Ortega, for making this project fun and awesome. So being the first person for creating this first episode of my podcast. If you wish to stay updated on this show, you can hop on and go through my Twitter at softboybk and listening this episode on youtube.com/davidk22. Once again, I'm Carl David, your host. Thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you can see me next time on the next episode here in the Morning Go podcast with David. Stay tuned once again, and kita-kits ulit mga peeps! Hey, do you like this video? If so, click the subscribe button and make sure to turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single video. Peace!